Okay, so I don't really watch the movie Star Wars, but I did see the original movies a long time ago, and the main villain of the first three movies was Darth Vader. But is Darth Vader really a bad guy? Like of the Grids, Darth Vader is considered the bad guy of the Star Wars movies. He is considered the villain. But wait, is Darth Vader really the bad guy? And we have 8 reasons why Darth Vader is not really the bad guy of Star Wars, and it's really some other guy who is actually really the bad guy, which we'll be talking about later. Number 8. His voice. For a the villain, Darth Vader did an awful lot of talking. We see him stride aboard the ship like he owned the thing. Vader was saying orders and locating the plans, and the first movie, the Who Hope, because the prequels suck. Our secret blueprints for the Death Star. That's great, but those seem like pretty important things. But he uses powerful knowledge of his force to get stuff and help people. No, he uses his powers to help people. That's right. He's not trying to harm. He's not going around harming people. He's trying to help people and his empire. That's what he's trying to do. That's what a good reader would do. Number 7. For such a bad guy, would he buy a bunch of deadly weapons? I know there's a Death Star, which of course the movies tout him as a really evil guy, or a very large limited weapon that can obliterate the weapon would be the top. But oddly, it poses no interest to him. He poses no interest, and he really just explores worlds more than interest in rebuilding the Death Star. And he's proven that time and time again. He just stands there, that his force power just makes a giant wave and a planetoid look like a toy. Despite 80% of the first film, he's actively searching for the plans. If an opportunity is presented to you, and you're supposed to be the most terrifying force in the galaxy, where you would readily take out something you raids on any planet US, and you go, meh. You're not evil enough. If he hates everybody, he'll destroy every planet like Kid Buu did in Dragon Ball Z. I know I'm comparing with the Death, but instead he'll do it with the Death Star. So Darth Vader isn't really as evil as you guys think. Number 6. There's something to see with a villain. All bad guys should have a few henchmen performing many millennial tasks, like scatter brains, steal cash, blow up schools, but however, it's something said to be complete and total overkill. Darth Vader is just one guy, but just by looking at him, you're both not to mess up with him and hand everything you want immediately. All hesitation, questions to you that he might your skull. Where he saw up with himself with many of his appointments with 10 to 20 stormtroopers who, as you know, are as useful as Jumpstar. As Vader actually hung around the Millennium Falcon aboard the Death Star, rather than mince off the stormtroopers and let them mess everything off, and he found a hand in the gig and ended up marrying in a heartbeat. But he doesn't really do anything. He just lets all the, like Bowser, he just lets all the minions try to do all the work for him and wait until the good guys, supposed heroes, meets him. Okay, so at the end of New Hope, what we all know, one of the most famous scenes is the I am a father scene. And that's number 5. Luke is in a life or death struggle and on the ship, attempting to give himself over to a force he barely understands in order to drop torpedoes to the tiny ventilators to have to save the galaxy. Darth Vader is basically watching him until he realizes that Darth Vader, the X-Wing, has met forces and abilities. He subsequently swatted everything remaining the Jedi and recently Obi-Wan except for one, his own kid. From this world forth through the entirety of Jedi, Vader wants his boy back. Why? It's so he can become a Sith. He wants to help him. He cares about his own son, that's right. Darth Vader is not evil because he cares about his son. An evil guy would not care about his son. And a so-called villain, Bowser, also cares about his own son. So, Darth Vader cares about people. He's not all evil. He's not 100% evil as the movie makes him out to be. And number 4. Love conquers all. Yep. Vader does the opposite thing the Emperor, who's the real bad guy of Star Wars, set him out to do. Once Vader informed him that Luke, his son, is not always still around, but directly responsible for the destruction of the really, really expensive, powerful weapon, the Emperor sends Vader to try against Luke so he can bring Luke before him and turn him to the dark side. But do you know what Darth Vader does? Do you know what Luke does? Darth Vader does? Instead of doing what the Emperor wants, at the end he decides that he doesn't take him. He doesn't try to find him or take him. He lets Luke get what he wants. That's right. It's really the Emperor. And number 3, the Emperor is the real villain of Star Wars. For all the things that Darth Vader has supposedly done, it was really all under the orders of the Emperor, who is the leader. So he's the real bad guy of all the Star Wars movies. Actually, he's the real villain of all the Star Wars movies, as he's the one who's ordering all the work. He's the one who does nothing and makes all the other guys do, as he's the one who gives orders to everybody. So basically, Darth Vader is really just following orders of someone else. And number 2, Darth Vader refuses to kill insects. That's right. Instead of trying to kill these, okay. That was actually a line now. Okay. Out of all the things in the entire Star Wars film, Death Tyrannus and Emperor Palpatine were adept at using Force lightning. Darth Vader, not so much. He doesn't really use it that much to kill people. If he tried to do it, that means he would kill everybody like Palpatine and Tyrannus did. But Darth Vader doesn't really use it that much, and he knows how to use lightning. So, and number 1, how many guys did Darth Vader really kill? 4 guys. That's right, only 4 people. If he was that much of a villain, you would kill way more people. But a few of these people, he's just trying to defend himself. And he would be going out of his way to kill people, but he only kills people in self-defense or orders from the Emperor. He's not really a bad guy. He's just a normal human with morals and ideals, and he is not a bad guy. Okay, so that's the top 8 reasons why Darth Vader from Star Wars is not really the bad guy of Star Wars. It's really the Emperor who's really the bad guy of the entire Star Wars universe. So, these are top 8 reasons why Darth Vader isn't the bad guy as the movies make it out to be.